Let's separate ourselves and become that dynasty that this organization is building.
We're trying to make this thing something that people will never forget.
Whenever we step on that field, you will know stagnation.
It's about continuing to build a legacy on and off the field.
We're going to give them an opportunity to work in there. They're going to help teach them while we're trying to teach them at the same time.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this Thanksgiving edition of Hy-Vee Chiefs Insider. This week, the champions of Super Bowl 56, the Los Angeles Rams, visit GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium against the Super Bowl 54 champion, Kansas City Chiefs. We'll get you ready for another game against the NFC West like no other show can. On the show, General Manager Brett Veach is under the helmet. You won't want to miss it as his rookie class continues to shine in the 2022 season. Marquez Valdez-Scantling had a big 20-yard catch to start the game-winning drive against the Chargers. We'll have him mic'd up. And on Kingdom Conversations, Matt McMullen will join me and talk about one of the better units in the NFL, the Los Angeles Rams defense led by Aaron Donald. And on a special feature, we know about Coach Reed, but there's another big-time coach in the building for the Chiefs Kingdom. You won't want to miss it. But first, let's go back to Inglewood, California, as the Chiefs win in dramatic fashion with our Chiefs Game Day Recap.
Still rival. I came in the league, went straight for the title. No time to idle. I'm finna get it, put that on the Bible. This is survival. Gotta treat every movement like the final. One by mile. Nobody believing, they all in denial.
Just underway here in Southern California. And Mahomes going towards Fortson on a wheel route, catches it inside the 5. Jody Fortson on the wheel, right between the double eights. Snap to Mahomes, quick throw. Near side he goes to Kelsey, bounces off the hit, comes on the angle and trots into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chargers go without a huddle. Chiefs pressure him and they'll sack him back at the 38-yard line, a loss of 8. Mahomes from his own end zone, fires it, caught, near side at the 25 and across the 30 for a first down. Justin Watson stays in the pocket, crossing pattern, caught at the 25-yard line. Kelsey at the 20-15, sheds a tackler up the right sideline. 10, 5, touchdown, Kansas City. In the shotgun is Herbert, looking right, hit on a blitz and sack. Willie Gay Jr. Mahomes takes the snap on 1st and 10. Now steps up, he will scramble. 30-yard line, 25-yard line, 20, slides to a stop at the 17. Mahomes crossing pattern, caught Kelsey, 10-yard line, 5-yard line, touchdown, Kansas City. And now Travis Kelsey, his 33rd 100-yard receiving game of his career, the most by a tight end in National Football League history. As now he's going to be pulled down as Chris Jones all over Herbert. Was he trying to quarterback draw? Herbert's in trouble again. He will unload it down the middle. It's going to be deflected and intercepted. Intercepted at the 42-yard line. Yes, Nick Bolton. Why not Nick Bolton? And the Kansas City Chiefs are going to do it again to the Chargers. They have beaten the Chargers with a dramatic touchdown in the last minutes of the game and beat the Chargers 30-27.
I gotta get it on my set.
Coming up on Hy-Vee Chiefs Insider, we go under the helmet with the general manager of the team, Brett Veach, and a special feature on Chiefs cheerleader coach Stephanie Judah. Chiefs Insider is brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. And your Midwest Ford dealers, the official car and truck of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Big day today, boys.
Hey, let's jump on it early, huh? Let's jump on it early.
Hey, let's go. Hey, a lot of opportunities going around tonight. Take advantage. He's gonna always come around. Take advantage tonight. Let's go. Wide outs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Wide out.
The Chiefs will start the second quarter with 2nd and 15 at the Charger 44-yard line. In motion out of the 3 tight end set is Fortson. And Mahomes going towards Fortson on a wheel route, catches it inside the 5. Jody Fortson on the wheel, catches it in traffic. A terrific throw by Mahomes.
Big time catch, Jody.
Chiefs first down and goal to go at the 4-yard line, trailing by 4. Snap to Mahomes, quick throw. Near side it goes to Kelsey, bounces off the hit, comes on the angle and trots into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Yeah, Trav.
And a 4-yard touchdown gives the Chiefs the advantage early in the second quarter.
Good job, boys. Good job, boys. Good job. Good job, 1-5. Two on top. Yes, sir.
There's so many Chiefs fans here.
Always.
Trav caught that. I heard like loud cheering. I'm like, oh, they picked it or something.
Yeah. Like, that was
I was
us.
blocking my dude and I turned to like chase the ball and I saw Trav had it.
We begin playing the fourth quarter. The Chiefs trail by 4. The Chiefs have a chance to score here with 3rd and 4 at the Charger 32. Mahomes 3rd and 4, takes the snap, stays in the pocket, crossing pattern, caught at the 25-yard line. Kelsey at the 20, 15, sheds a tackler up the right sideline, 10, 5, touchdown! Kansas City, a 32-yard touchdown. Travis Kelsey. The Chiefs have the lead at 22-20.
Yeah, 1-5. Two on top.
Chargers 27, Chiefs 23, a 10-play, 64-yard touchdown drive to give the Chargers a lead after the Chiefs had the ball. 1:46 to go. The Chiefs need a touchdown.
Hey, listen up real quick. All we got to do, fellas, is line up and play the next play. Okay? Be the resilient team that we've shown. That's all that matters. Let's go play.
First down play, snap to Mahomes, retreating on the far hash. Comes near sideline, comeback pattern, caught by Valdez-Scantling, gets up and goes down at the 45. Chiefs have the ball at the 17 of the Chargers. Mahomes crossing pattern, caught Kelsey, 10-yard line, 5-yard line, touchdown! Kansas City! Will Kelsey do it to the Chargers again on a crossing pattern?
Way to jump us off, dog. Way to jump us off.
Yes, sir.
And now the Chargers will have to go 75 yards to try to win it or to get within field goal distance. She's still playing press on the receivers with 2 deep safeties. Herbert's in trouble again. He will unload it down the middle. It's going to be deflected and intercepted. Intercepted at the 42-yard line.
Let's go!
And the Kansas City Chiefs are going to do it again to the Chargers.
Hell of a game, bro. Hey, stay healthy, brother. Yes, sir. Love you, bro. Earn that money, bro. Yes, sir. Good to see you, brother.
Hey, keep doing your thing.
All right, love.
My name is Stephanie Chuda, and I am the Director of Entertainment Teams. When you hear that word, you're probably wondering, what does that mean? And so I have a lot of pieces to what my role is. One piece is I coach and run the Chiefs cheerleaders, which is a group of 34 people that cheer and dance on the sidelines, but they also are out and about all over the place year-round in the community, whether it's Chiefs Kingdom locally, nationally, and internationally. There's a huge piece to that. So that in of itself of just running and managing, it's building their practices, it's being at practice and coaching and guiding and teaching. It's the organization of making sure they're where they need to be.
But regardless, you have to stay together.
It's running youth programs. It's making sure that all of our appearances, that outside people book us, that are, ready to go so that we can be, where we need to be. Also, in addition, I have the mascot, so Casey Wolf, obviously very involved on game day and on the sidelines and up in the stands, but does so much community work, again, locally, nationally, and internationally. And so that's in my world. I also have the Rumble drum line. So that is 27 drummers that are just, incredible performers that come together as a group, and they perform on game day, but now are even doing appearances as well. So we are getting appearances with them all over the community, some even nationally now. I also have the flag runners, and so I always say they have one of the best seats in the house, because on game day, they're right on the sidelines with their giant flag ready to run, and they run every single time we score, which, for the last several years, they run quite a bit, and we laugh about that. It's pretty fun. And then, you know, I'm heavily involved within the building. So I'm in the office every day. I am in meetings and we're working on, you know, production planning for game day. And so that's kind of my day world. And then at night, I'm going to practices with my team. Anybody that knows me knows that, you know, if you're going to be in sports, it's not a 9 to 5. It's not a Monday through Friday. Like it's an everyday. And it's nights and it's mornings and it's days. But that's also the best part about this job. You know, I love football. I've loved football my entire life. That's what makes it so fun and exciting. The funny part is people will ask me, well, what do you do in the off season? Thinking that like when the season ends, we're not doing anything, we're just sitting there. But my off season's actually busier than sometimes the on season, just because of the sheer nature of, at that point, that's when we're auditioning and building all of our teams to then start training in the summer and be ready for the season. So there's a lot and it's year round. Something that makes it so special and unique is that whole game day experience. You know, if you go back to our founder, to Lamar, one of his most important, special, favorite things about game day is the entertainment piece to this. Like, he deeply cared about the fans. Lamar knew that from the very beginning. He was such a visionary.
Stadium, you talk about a man with the eye on the future.
Why does my job exist? Because all those pieces matter within a game day. The cheerleaders, we're leading the fans. Like, we want to make sure the fans know when you're on defense, get up and be as loud as you possibly can. When we're on offense, let's not be loud. And when we score, let's celebrate and let's have the best time of our lives. For a lot of people, it's an escape from their world or their realities or things. And so if we can bring them joy and fun and excitement for X amount of hours, that's special. That's something they can't get at home. Like, you have to be in it to live it and experience it. So I think that's why my job exists, is to help bring those things to life and create magical moments for people. Favorite memories, I could sit here and probably tell you quite a few, but my very favorite that, you know, I think will be with me forever and ever and ever would be the 2019 season, the first AFC championship that we won in our building. And so my memory that was so special was a couple things. It was watching the Lamar Hunt trophy being handed to Norma, seeing her hold that trophy in our building for the first time with her husband's name on it. Like, I literally just had tears because it was such a special moment in time that I got to witness and be part of. Super special. I used to always joke and say, I just want to be in confetti. I just want to like see confetti fall. And so watching all the confetti and being able to I did a snow angel in the confetti, and all of our faces when we realized that it's really happening, like we're going to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl in of itself was a whole nother special memory, but there was something about that memory being here in our building and that moment. You know, there's a lot of us that have been around a long time and waiting for such an incredible special moment, and then to actually watch it happening and witnessing it, that day, that moment of time is something that I will cherish forever.
Chiefs Insider is brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. And your Midwest Ford dealers, the official car and truck of the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome back to the show, and again, we hope you're having a terrific Thanksgiving weekend. Brett Veach was outstanding this year in compiling the 2022 rookie class. 47 players played against the Chargers in Inglewood, California. 10 of those 47 were rookies. Let's go under the helmet with Chiefs General Manager Brett Veach.
You'd be very hard-pressed to find a team over the last 3 or 4 years or so who have done a better job of turning draft picks onto productive players on their team. This is Brett Veach's creation.
Well, I think we're excited. Certainly this year, more so than others, I think there was a lot of turnover on both sides of the football, and from the receiver position to the young D-backs and, all the rookies that we have playing right now. So I think on one end, there's a big unknown. We know these guys are talented and we know they're being coached up extremely well, but how soon will this thing click and how long will it take for those guys to get where we want them to be? And I think the exciting thing so far, I think the arrow is up. I think week in and week out, these guys have steadily gotten better and better and better. So on one end, we're super excited in regards to where they are, but we also know there's a long way to go and there's a lot of hard work ahead for these guys. But I would say at this point, they're certainly trending in the right direction.
The depth on this team, the foundation of this team, at this point is on Brett Veach. You made the decision to go get Justin Reed. This cornerback room is yours. This defensive line, you took a big swing and got George Karlaftis. You spent a high pick on Trent McDuffie. This is the kind of roster building that you like to see. This is how you build a dynasty. This is how you build consistency. This is how you win double-digit games for the next 10 years and give yourself every year a chance to win a Super Bowl.
We have a lot of extremely talented people. When we first got here in 2013, we were all younger scouts with different roles and responsibilities, but I think we've grown together. It's the new challenges year in and year out. I think that's what really motivates our staff. The more we win, the harder it is. We get excited about the unique challenges every year, and we're not going to have a ton of cap space because we already have good players, and we're not going to be picking in the top 10 of every draft because we have good records during the season. So I think it allows for a lot of creativity. These decisions have to not only benefit us now, but benefit us 2-3 years down the road. And again, just fortunate to have a lot of bright, creative people to help me work through this process.
Well, it's our Thanksgiving edition of Kingdom Conversations. I'm joined now by senior team reporter Matt McMullen. But here come the Los Angeles Rams. It's the champions of Super Bowl 54 against the champions of Super Bowl 56. And yet you look at the Rams and you're like, what happened to the champions of Super Bowl 56?
Yeah, what we're seeing with the Rams this year is usually reserved for the Super Bowl loser, right? A Super Bowl hangover. But for whatever reason this season, the Rams, even though they reached the mountaintop last season, hasn't been the season they were probably hoping for. They're 3-7 this year. It's been a tough year for them on both sides of the ball, but that makes them dangerous because they do have lots of players who have been there and done that before and won a Super Bowl title.
Let's start with the danger of this team for the Chiefs, and that would be on the defensive side of the ball. Anytime you have a defense run out there with Aaron Donald himself, and I was talking with Coach Reed about it, the enduring figure to me are the tears rolling down his cheeks, holding the Lombardi Trophy after winning the Super Bowl. He's just awesome for the league. But you're looking at other guys. Leonard Floyd's on this team, Bobby Wagner, and of course Jalen Ramsey. And if you want to get fired up for the game, go back and watch the Jacksonville game in 2019 and Jalen Ramsey against Tyreek Hill. But this is still a star-studded defense, and statistically, when you look at the big stats, these guys are third in the league in disallowing big plays. Defensively, this is a team that's still intact.
This pass rush for the Rams is no joke. So earlier this morning, I was digging into it, trying to figure out how are teams scoring on these guys if they're so good in so many categories. And really, it's about getting the ball out quickly. It's really simple as that if you really narrow it down. Look at last week, the New Orleans Saints. They beat the LA Rams. Andy Dalton, that quarterback for the Saints, goes 21 of 25 for 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. How was he able to do all of that? Well, his average time to throw was 2.26 seconds. That was the fastest of any quarterback in the NFL in Week 11. The week before that, Colt McCoy, the quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, because Kyler Murray wasn't out there, when he was playing the Rams, his average time to throw was 2.16 seconds, the second fastest of any quarterback that week. The week before that, Tom Brady, 2.16 seconds against the Rams, the fastest of any quarterback that week. So for Patrick Mahomes this week, yeah, you're facing Aaron Donald, perhaps the best defensive player of all time. When he's coming at you, get rid of the ball quickly. That's how you beat this pass rush.
And who will the Chiefs see at quarterback? Matthew Stafford, a second concussion in 3 weeks. Going to be difficult there. But Bryce Perkins came into play. He had a good preseason for them. And then John Wolford also played, but he's had a neck injury. So who you're going to see if you're the Chiefs defense, because it's uncertain who the Rams will have at quarterback.
Yeah, we don't know as of this recording. The reality, though, is regardless of whoever is at quarterback, this is the number 29 scoring offense in the NFL. They struggled all year long, and losing Cooper Kupp at wide receiver like they did a few weeks ago is just massive for this team. He's arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL. He had 812 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns before he went down. He's accounted for 28% of their scrimmage yards as a team, and that includes the yards they'd accumulated since he's left. So losing Cooper Kupp is a huge loss for this offense. They still have some weapons, guys like Allen Robinson at wide receiver, Tyler Higbee at tight end. They've combined for 769 receiving yards this year, but it's just not the same without Cooper Kupp out there in this offense.
I'll take white meat, a little extra gravy, and thankful for 14 straight wins over NFC teams by the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for joining us on this week's show. The Chiefs will try to continue their mastery over the NFC and go for a 15th consecutive victory in these cross-conference games, taking on the Los Angeles Rams, champions of Super Bowl 56. And speaking of Super Bowl 56, the team they beat, the AFC champions from a year ago, the team that beat the Chiefs at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium, the Cincinnati Bengals. Yep, the Chiefs are going back to Cincinnati, and we'll get you ready for that game, a revenge game for the Chiefs, right here on Hy-Vee Chiefs Insider.